Oh, hello and greetings from the lab once again. So today was actually fairly busy. I had stuff to do earlier on today, so I couldn't actually do my afternoon stream like I wanted to. But instead, with the little time I had between my tasks, I started building up the tower. And I also got a ton more wood. And by building up the tower, I mean I really started building up the tower. So wait, let me try to get a better view of how much I've worked on. So the tower is now officially how many floors is it? There's a basement and then there's one, I believe this is the first floor, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors in total. Yeah, so I've been working on this. So as for what I've decided to change is because originally I was planning on having the dorms be like I wanted to have the dorms split up into quadrants so that each person can have basically one section to themselves. But for the more permanent players, I felt that it was a little bit claustrophobic, I guess. And I wanted to give people the freedom to decorate their rooms and stuff like that. So I decided to turn for the living spaces for the permanent residents, I wanted to switch it up so that they would have more space. So I decided to go for halves instead of quarters. And so I believe I said there's 6 floors. The first floor is going to be dedicated to the lobby, and the 6th floor over here is basically going to be like a somewhat of a lounge area, and it's also going to connect to the different areas, different towers. Like for example, this is the storage tower that's been built up a little bit further too, and that's the mine shaft and the observation tower that's going to be built higher up. And over here is where I'm planning to build the Afk Fish Farm. So about the Afk Fish Farm, I was originally planning on doing it over here, but then I dug up the side of this thing and then I realized that there's no easy way to access it without basically having to jump through a window. So I decided to have it higher up. So it's going to be at about the same ground level as these 2 towers. And yeah, it's basically going to be like a floating island somewhere over here. I can have water running off the sides as well. Maybe that's going to look a lot nicer. There are a couple of mods that I've installed as well. These are mostly client-side mods for helping me keep my inventory organized and stuff like that. After the stream is over, I will post a list out. Actually, I'll just show a mod list of what I have installed right now. So this is basically what I have installed so far. I don't plan on adding too many more because with more client-side mods that I install, I'm gonna have to get used to using them as well. So I'm just starting off with this. I've been switching back and forth between using Forge and Fabric, but I feel like with the way that most mods are going, I feel like Fabric is probably the way to go at this point. So the most notable mods that I've installed is I switched over from Journey Map to Zero's Minimap because this one's compatible with Fabric. Shulker Box Tooltip is a little thing that I added, but I can't really use right now because I don't have Shulker Boxes. Mouse Wheelie is an inventory management thing. Inventory HUD Plus is basically what you see over here at my on top of my health and armor bars. Easier villager trading is basically if you click the villager trade and if you have the items in your inventory, then it performs the trade automatically without you having to like move the item into the trading spot and then like clicking repeatedly. It saves a lot of time because if you're trading a lot of like low value things, like if you're trading sugar, like for example sugar cane for emeralds, then it can't, or fish for emeralds, it can take up like one stack of fish is gonna give you like what, like 3 emeralds or something like that. So if you wanna basically batch trade all the fish you have in your inventory with 1 click, that's basically what you need. So most of the flooring is done. I actually burnt through so many stacks of logs. I think I burnt through like at least half an inventory full of birch trees. I am still growing more because I do have plans to expand these things because I still do need to put roofs on everything. And in their current states, these towers are actually looking extremely bland because it's like flat sides on each walls. This thing especially doesn't have any windows, even though, okay, for the storage towers, I don't plan on putting windows, but I do want to like embellish the sides, maybe put some vines on the sides, give it some fake structural support, stuff like that. And also, I also realized that these stone fences are actually so thick that players actually can't walk through them, so I decided to just keep them like this instead of making it one wider and then connecting them. So, as for the fish farm guide, the one that I'll be using, I'll post it in the chat, simply because this is not my original idea. I'll also post it in the description, but I'll do that after the fact. But for now, let me just get onto my own stream. My own stream. There we go. Gonna pin this one. So fishing with 1.16, for any old-time players, it's actually changed quite a bit so that you can't do that no block swinging thing in a tiny compact area anymore with one water source. The way that it is right now, if you want to fish for treasures, you're fishing basically the body of water that you're casting your lure into basically has to be 5 by 5 by 2 at least. So 5 wide, 5 long, and 2 blocks deep at the minimum. And the area above it also needs to be basically clear of any obstructions. The only exceptions being basically, I believe it's air and lily pads. So other than that, I mean, not just other than that, that actually causes a lot of complications because in its current state with fishing farms, we are unable to basically just look at one place and just hold right click at the optimal speed anymore. With the way that the new fishing farms work, it's significantly slower than the old fishing farm, so it's not really viable as a long-term EXP source. Though because we don't have any EXP source right now, I kind of want to set it up. And I thought that it'd be a pretty good idea to get mending books while I'm working on other stuff, basically. Because yeah, villager trading is definitely in the works. For sure, I do need to start villager trading, but because that's gonna take even longer, I do want to set this up. Also, because I think that it's gonna look pretty cool, you know? So I might as well just give it a try. As for the amount of resources that we have on handy to build this thing, the core components are all over here in this chest. These are almost exact amounts. And as for the building materials, because I do plan on making it into like a floating island, I'm gonna grab some cobblestone and then I'll see what I can do from here on. I don't really have an enchanted fishing rod either, so that might pose a little bit of a problem, but I'm hoping it doesn't, because there's a good chance that we're gonna get a decent fishing rod from using the AFK Fisher anyways. So I'm just gonna bet on that. So first of all is gonna be this area over here. I wanna bridge it out until it gets to the point where it's centered with the mine shaft, which is, I believe, 2 more blocks? No, it should be this block. This one's too much. Yeah, if I point straight down, it points to this block. So it's actually this one. This is centered. Let me just go back to the tutorial video then. I will have the sound off for this one, but I do believe that the center position, I should swap inventories. So I'm gonna make a crafting table. And I'm gonna make a quick chest just to store some stuff temporarily. Do I need any other stuff in my inventory right now? Probably not. I need this. I do want to craft some torches. I had a little bit of a panic attack because my tower wasn't well lit before, and I ended up spawning a couple of creepers inside. That was bad. So I'm hoping to avoid that from now on. Put some torches here and there. Should probably put someone around the perimeter as well. Maybe just in the corners. Yep, just in the corners, just until I get my actual lighting set up. Is this right? I wonder if it felt off. Yeah, I should have been the inner one over here, like so. Here, here, and here. And I think that should be good enough for now. So as for this thing, I'm gonna just collect everything because I need everything in exact amounts. I believe the 5x5x2 water pool has to be, because I know that there's a hopper that I'm supposed to stand on, and this hopper is basically gonna be, oh, I should make another water source actually. That hopper, I want it to be ground level. Get some water. Oh, this is gonna be a pain because I'm gonna have to build downwards. So that means I'm gonna have to start water bridging down. Okay. So I believe I should be working with cobblestone for this. Because this is going to be the center of basically the tower that I'm planning on, I should probably just build a circle first. I think a circle will probably be a decent idea to begin with. Something about as big as this one, I think, is probably sufficient. And in that case, it should be starting from over here. I believe it's 5, 2, 2. Just gonna mark the center with a torch for the time being. Over here, yep. And then, yep, this should be the last one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have brought my cobblestone. I don't know why I built such a precarious bridge over here. I can make it a little bit wider. I can afford the cobblestone. I have like a double chest full of cobblestone because I did a bit of mining before coming onto the stream as well. As for this water source, I'm gonna move it off to the side just temporarily. Is this too much? No, because this is 5 wide. This should be fine. Yep, it's 2 corners, like so. And then this is basically the entry. Oops. I like that. One more, 2. Okay. 3, 4, 5. I believe this is the first corner. Yep, that's the first corner. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second corner. 2, 3, 4, 5. And kind of like this. And then this is basically, yeah. And then I'm just gonna hold on to this water source. Actually, I don't even need to hold on to the water source. So this is basically the area that I'm planning on building, and if I want to have the 5x5 water pool somewhere like in around here, I'll just mark it off with redstone. No. Do I have spare redstone? Ooh, server lag. Another thing that I want to do is connect these two areas up so that I have easier access between the mines. Ooh. Yeah. So connect these two areas up. And now all the towers are connected. It's not pretty, but they're connected. So I'm just gonna yoink a little bit of redstone just so I can start planning a little bit better. That fox has been here for the longest time. So if this is to be centered, then something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. Something like this. But something feels missing. Gonna be honest. I don't know what, but something feels missing. Maybe it's because I don't have enough room to walk on if the water pool is over here. Is that why? Because the way that this is gonna go is basically if I have the water pool indented into the ground, if I were to have the hopper, like if I were to basically be able to just walk in and stand on the hopper, why are you spinning like that? If I were to set over here and there's a hopper underneath me to collect my items, the water pool is basically going to be indented like 2 or 3 blocks into the ground, and there's going to be basically wiring going along the sides. But I have a feeling if I do that over here, there won't be enough room for me to walk around, because I have a feeling the wiring is basically going to be at ground level over here. So I might have to make it so that I have like a pedestal to walk up onto, like a step or something. Maybe that's going to make it a little bit easier to walk around. I want to see the finalized design of this and see if there's actually room for me to... Okay, so the hopper that I'm supposed to stand on is basically going to be 1 block above the water, and most of the circuitry is going to be above my head or at head level. Well, when standing on the hopper is what I'm trying to say. So if I were to have the hopper standing over here, then a lot of circuitry is going to be at head level over here. So I won't be able to access the mines through this way. But is there really a point in me having to access the mines from the AFK Fisher is also another thing that I'm wondering. Because AFK fishing is going to be mostly for, whatchamacallit? It's mostly for fishing treasures and EXP, right? So there's no real need for me to connect this area over to there. So it would actually technically be fine if I were to just get rid of this bridge, even though I just made it. And truth be told, I'd rather have this side covered up just because there's chests underneath that area. So I'm gonna I'm gonna withdraw this bridge. And I think I'm gonna go with the original plan where the hopper's gonna be at foot level. And in order for me to do that, that means I'm gonna have to start... I'm gonna need a lot more cobblestone for this. So if the hopper is at head level over here, do you know that hopper's pointing the wrong way? It's supposed to be pointing downwards towards the chest. Oh, that's a lot of them. Out. I mean, I do have a bed. So I don't need to deal with phantoms. I wonder if that counted. I hope it did. I mean, it doesn't matter. Anyways. So I'm gonna have to start building downwards. You're still here. They're not aggroing onto me though. They're flying around, but they're not dive attacking me. Okay. So if the hopper is gonna be over here, then I need to start working down. Starting with this actually. Oh, can I not shift click under? Oh, I can. I'm drowning. I'm just trying to look at the video and seeing where I need to put the hoppers and stuff like that. Oh, that's the wrong place for the hopper to, for a chest to begin with. Okay. Yeah, the chest is supposed to be pointing this way, actually. So hopper is supposed to point that way, and the water is supposed to be 2x2 under it, and then oh wait, there's more hoppers under here. Okay, so long as where I know where the water is supposed to be, I think this is gonna be a non-issue, because I can just follow the guide from I can just follow the guide step by step. So I'm just gonna hollow out these 4 corners just so I know where I'm supposed to build under. Whoops. Yeah, so these 4 corners are basically where I'm gonna build under. So that's gonna be my reference point. Which means that I need to start like this. Kinda. Actually 1 more block under. I think that should be it. And then I can just start branching out like this. Pretty simple. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I'm digging out the redstone properly. As for these blocks, I'm gonna just go under. I'm gonna need a lot of cobblestone. I'll decorate the outsides later. All I want right now is just pure functionality, because we are not short on cobblestone. I should probably start smelting stone though. That might be a good idea just for working with later. There we go. Just take this one out just so I can escape. So if this is the 2x2 water source, I'm gonna go back to the video and see what I need to do from step 1 and onwards. Okay, start by digging a 5x5 hole, 2 blocks deep. Okay. Add a double chest and hopper to one side. Yep. Then remove the 2 blocks under the hopper. So it's this block and this block. Did I get this wrong? I got it wrong. I have to dig one more block under. Okay, not too big of an issue. A little bit annoying, but nothing too game breaking. Oh, it would suck if I were to die over here because of lag. I'm holding crouch and praying real hard. I'm hoping that there aren't too many mechanisms that go behind this thing over here, because that would be a major pain, because I might have to build into this because I don't want this structure to go too deep into the main turret. I mean, not too deep into it, but like I don't want to get it too close to the main tower is what I'm trying to say. I want there to be a little bit of a gap. 5, 2. Maybe I should be a little bit more thorough with how I enclose this area off. So like cover it all the way. Okay, now I actually dig 2 blocks under. Remove 2 more blocks from under the ground, so it's these 2. To the top block that remained in the corner, point a hopper to it from above and 2 from the side. So it's like this. And I believe it's pointing inwards to it. Yep. Like so. Please tell me I got it right. There should only be a 1 block gap between the hopper. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right, that's right. Oh, I need to be able to get out. So like this. Yeah, my design was getting a little bit thrown off because in the video, the water pool isn't this deep. I mean, not that the water pool isn't that deep, it's just that this thing is supposed to be above ground, but because I dug it into the ground, it's a little bit different. Then make a way down to the hoppers. And place a double chest where the hoppers point into. Where the hoppers point into. So I'm assuming it's this one. That is indeed where it's supposed to point to. Oh boy. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna get awfully close to the tower, isn't it? Make a 3 blocks high wall glass above the chest. I need to switch this to, wait. Oh, is this for the items that are gonna be flung up? Is that why? So I'm told to make a wall like so. And then on the right side, place a building block using a temporary block. So in the end, there's a wall anyways. There's no point. I got bamboozled. Okay. On the right side, place a building block using a temporary block. Then move forward using 4 more blocks, making the total 5. What block do I want to use though? Birch planks? I guess I'll just go with birch planks. Birch planks are the common theme anyways. 4, 5. Making the total 5. Add 5 more blocks. Then move down 1 and build forward 5 blocks. Oh no, this is going a little bit fast. 4, 5, making the total 6. And then build a building block to the end using a temporary block. From that block, add 2 redstone dust and a redstone torch. Come again. One, 2, 3, 4. Did I build too far? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no, I didn't build too far. Okay, like this. All right, what's next? 2 redstone dust and a redstone torch. 2 more redstone dust and a repeater set to 4 ticks. 2 more and then a repeater set to 4 ticks. Repeater. Set to 4 ticks. And then go up with 2 redstone dust and place 3 comparators. Then turn and place 3 more comparators. Oops, those are comparators. Add a block to the end and then flick the lever to turn it off. Oh, and then it's a clock. Okay. And it's basically using the residual power from the redstone circuit over here, basically acting like a capacitor or something, I guess. So once this thing goes out, it gets powered again, and then the cycle continues. But if I flick this on over here, then because this thing remains powered, the clock is stopped. Okay. Place a sticky piston on top of the redstone dust and place an observer on it. Just gotta make sure I got the direction right. And then leaving a block after the observer, place 2 building blocks. This is going too fast. And then from here on, add repeater to the observer side block and then set it to 2 ticks. Is it like this? 2 ticks? No, that's 3 ticks. 2 tick is just 1 more right click. Yep. Set to 2 ticks. Place a no block using a temporary block. Like so. And add a building block above it. And then add the trapdoor to the note block like this. And then the right side is complete, I believe. Okay, yeah, the right side is done. On the left side, place a building block using a temporary block. Build 5 forwards, making the total 6 blocks long. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add another row, but only 4 blocks long. And then fill out the rest of the area underneath using the building blocks. Like so. Whoa. Okay. Place the tripwire hooks in front of the iron trapdoor. In front of the iron trapdoor. Get the string, place it on there. From the spot where the tripwire hook is connected, place a redstone dust. And then start putting repeaters, all set to 4 ticks. Turn around using redstone dust and place 2 more repeaters. To lead the signal down. Like so. And then last turn, place a block above to avoid the redstone signals from connecting. And then keep placing repeaters. But the last one will be left for 1 tick. So everything else needs to be at 3 ticks. I mean 4 ticks at the maximum tick duration. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just gonna double check to make sure that everything's at 4 ticks. So as long as both of them are the furthest distance apart from each other, that should be fine. That should be fine. It's far, 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 far. I see that creeper. Far, 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 far. And this one has to be the closest together. And then build 2 building blocks after that repeater. Then place a glass block followed by a sticky piston. Oh my god, did I build this too high up? There's a chance that I might have built this too high up. Okay, yeah, I'm dumb. I built this too high up. Ah! Yeah, this thing, this 3 block high wall was supposed to start from the chest. So I did do a doozy over there. But it's fine. Building down, shifting everything down 1 level isn't too hard. And I do have silk touch, so I don't have to break the glass. I can't believe I messed that up. I thought something looked a little bit unfamiliar when this glass wall felt a little bit too tall. Okay, in that case, I need to get my wood back. I am getting shot at. That is a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, so for here, all I have to do is just build everything down 1 block. So for all the blocks over here, just have to build it down. Like so. Like this. I believe it's supposed to be like this. Oh boy. Yeah. Ow. Can you stop? Where are you even? Just gonna eat so I don't die. Okay, nothing went into the hoppers. I have everything in my inventory, I believe. Yep. No, actually, where was I getting shot from? That's kind of weird. Because I only see the creepers. I don't see any skeletons. Oh, there it is. I mean, he's under me now, I think, so that's fine. Using a temporary block, move forwards 4 blocks, making the length 5. And then add 5 more blocks, making a 2x5 platform. So it's like this. Move down 1 block and build forward 5 blocks. And by moving 5 blocks forward, it should be this. Yeah, so I can just get rid of this. Like so. Making the total 6. And then add a building block to the end using a temporary block. From that. And 2 redstone dust. And then a repeater set to 4 ticks. And then upwards. And then place 3 comparators. And 3 more comparators. Connect the 2. And then I believe it's just the lever. Okay, add a block to the end with the lever, then flick it on to turn the clock off. Place a sticky piston on top of the redstone dust. Place a sticky piston up. And then put a observer facing into it. And then from here, extend 2 blocks. And then there's a repeater. And then I believe it's a temporary block, no block. And then a block on top of it, and then the trapdoor. And I think that's it for that side. And over here, I have to just repeat this same thing. Just have to build everything down. I'm gonna start with the end. Tear it all down. On the left side of the glass, put a building block using a temporary block, and then build 5 blocks, making a total 6 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it right. Oh, and a tripwire hook, I guess. Add another row, but only 4 blocks long. Like so. Then go down 1 and then place 2 blocks and then just fill the rest of the hole up. Speaking of tripwire hooks, where did mine go? They were here just now. They're not in the chest. Are they in this one? No, there's one piece of redstone dust in here, but the hooks aren't here. Oh no, they're in my inventory. I'm blind. Okay, that works. So in front of the trapdoor goes this, and then the string to put them together. And then I believe it's the start of all the repeaters. 2, 3. 2, 3. No, this redstone wire. Lead it down. Turn it around. Turn it around. Like so, and then place a building block on top of here, and then this last one has to be 1 tick, everything else has to be 3. 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I believe that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Continue placing repeaters, but the last one will be left for 1 tick. And then I believe I have to build up. Add 2 building blocks after that, the repeater. And then place a glass block followed by a sticky piston. Followed by a glass block and a sticky piston. Place a block on the sticky piston. And 2 blocks after it. And the final block next to the iron trapdoor. Like so. Then before the glass block, place a redstone dust and repeater left at 1 tick. That 1 tick. After the sticky piston, place a repeater set to 4 ticks. Then 2 redstone dust leading to the trapdoor. And the left side is also ready now. Start filling the hole with water. Okay, I'm guessing that's all that was needed. I think that's it. Kinda like that, but this thing is... I don't know what the point of this thing is. I should probably figure out a way to get out first. But do it one level at a time. Also add water below the hopper. Oh, I think I'm supposed to be able to just close this off, like so. And then add water below. And my fish farm is supposed to be ready. What is that? What? How? Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a big problem if someone falls hole. I should properly enclose this area off. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't think there's any problem so long as this area is undisturbed. So I can get rid of that too. I need to start... What if there's a problem if I place a door here? Just to be safe, I think I want to place a door on the side maybe. On each side. I think that's probably for the best. Kind of like so. And I guess I'll also expand this up. I'll cover that up. Oh, true. This thing needs to be expanded out one more block if I'm gonna do that. 4, 5. Like so. AFK fishing? Yeah, it actually got nerfed way too heavily for my tastes, but it's pretty much the best farm that we've got so far, so I'm just hoping to get some use out of it. Considering how long fishing takes now with the nerf, with this system at least, I don't know if it's worth it to be honest, but it is what it is. Because right now I'm just trying to stop people from falling into the water pool, and I'm trying to think of a way to do that without... Oh, there is one way to stop people from falling into the water pool. It's pretty simple, really. There we go. Now, because everybody follows rules on signs, there should be 0% chance that someone falls in here. Absolutely 0%. Now I just have to plug these holes up. And then I'm wondering if I should... how should I cover this place up? I think I might have to just build the tower sides up and then... Oh, the fox is excited. Except the klutz. True, true. Possible. Yeah, I don't want to get hit from above by phantoms, especially if I'm AFK fishing. So I might have to just build up the walls completely and then encapsulate the whole area with cobblestone and windows. Maybe over here I can turn it into like a lounging area, put a table and some chairs or something. Oh yeah, I've been wondering. I heard that there's a mod that lets you sit on stairs, though I've never tried it out. I don't know if it's in this mod pack though. It might not be. It might have been removed. Because I did see that a couple of the mods in the server actually got removed. Like the super stacking thing got removed. Yeah, the models got a lot shorter. I'm guessing that was when Akali tried to optimize the server when we were on the bad host. I guess the only thing that's left to do is really honestly just test it out, but I don't really have a good fishing rod. Let me just grab one real quick. Oh yeah, since the last time you visited the visited my stream, I built a lot more floors to the tower. It's kind of excessive really, but yeah, it's significantly taller than it was before. And now I have to go on a giant trip to get a bunch of sand to basically just put all the glass together. But I think it's gonna look not half bad. I also need to get my hands on scaffolding so I can finish off cobblestones, like those little corners that are incomplete. And things like this too. Right, I wanted to get fishing rods just to test it out. Get my string. Here's to hoping it works, because the primary thing that I'm looking for is to get a couple of mending books. Just so I can get my pickaxe back up to speed. Let's just have a go with this one. So how do I use this? To start the farm, hop on the hopper's edge. And then you can turn on the comparator clock. And then just start holding right click on the note block. Or get to the clicking automated, press F3T. Okay, okay. When the screen comes up, you can release the right click. And now the game is auto holding the right mouse button. Okay. So basically like this. I missed my chance. Okay. Ah. Eh? Oh, I get it. I get it. It's because my fishing rod is crap, it doesn't work. Yeah, this thing requires a fishing rod with lure 3 so that its minimum fishing time goes below 10 seconds. I mean, its maximum fishing time. Because with a basic fishing rod, because the lure time is so long, the fish won't bite before this thing resets. Yeah, so I actually do have to enchant my fishing rod first. I'll be honest, because most of the fishing rods that I've gotten in the past were because of treasure fishing rods that I've gotten from fishing from crappier pools. I've never actually enhanced a fishing rod before. I've never really needed to, you know? To think that I'd be wasting valuable EXP on enchanting a fishing rod. Oh, that kind of hurts my soul, to be honest. That hurts real bad. What? So I'm gonna toss some of my junk away and then possibly head over back into the mines. I think that's something that I'm gonna have to do. I can dump the stone and redstone stuff back in the chest. Stone goes in here. Glass goes... Was it here? No, I think it's here. Yeah. Glass goes here. String I'll hold on to. This Silk Touch pickaxe I need to put away for safekeeping. This pickaxe is probably one of the more valuable things that I have right now. I don't want to lose it by accident. Granted, I haven't died yet, but who knows? Alright. The string that I can also drop off. Chest. Can go in here. Redstone, dust, and coal. I'll return back to the mine shaft. The fishing rod, I'll just keep in here for now. Birch signs, shears, everything else I'll just hold on to. Oh yeah, I was looking forward to getting started with enchanting my armors too. But that's gonna have to wait a little while. I'm starting to run short on meat as well. I do have cooked fish that I can just dig into. But I think I really want to try experimenting with a better fishing rod. Right, so this thing I can dump back. So in this case, block of coal. So yeah, I did a little bit of mining. I did manage to get some more iron and a lot more diamonds. I did find out that in the Slime Fun mod kit, there is a pickaxe that lets you basically get multiples. Like, I believe it's a smelting pickaxe. So what the smelting pickaxe is, if you were to use it to mine basically iron ore, it would basically drop an iron ingot like right off the bat. But the thing is, apparently it can be enchanted with fortune. So if I were to get an enchanted, if I were to get a smelter's pickaxe and enchant it with fortune 3, I could basically multiply these into basically like 5 or 6 stacks of iron. So I'm gonna hold off a little on that. And I'm gonna go mine for a little bit longer, I think. Because mining is a pretty decent source of EXP. And yeah, I did a little bit of mining, as you can see by the minimap. Just a teensy little bit, you know? Just a little bit. But mining's gotten so much faster after I managed to get my hands on my Fortune 3. Managed to get my hands on this pickaxe. Efficiency 5, Fortune 3, and I'm breaking 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only problem is I have no way to repair it right now without just using diamonds, but I want to figure out a way to get mending working. Oh yeah, speaking of, I should also make a kelp farm so I can get EXP sources. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I dug too far deep, but oh yeah, this is already somewhere I've explored. So I'm gonna drop a torch and I'm gonna close it off. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Da, da, da. I feel like I spent a bit too much time off stream for today when it comes to playing on the server, but I didn't know when I would have to drop my stream to go work on something else, so it's something that couldn't really be helped. I try to keep most of the tasks that I did off stream somewhat boring. Like when it comes to building the tower, I only added more floors rather than decorating them and stuff like that. And just getting raw resources to build up said tower. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that most of it was off stream. Because I did manage to find a lot of diamonds. 4 or 5. To the point where I'm not sure if Akali modified the world gen or if it's simply because I've been getting lucky. But it could be either one, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I hit level 30, I'm gonna resurface, and then I'm gonna check to see what kind of enchantments I can get on my fishing rod. If it's just Unbreaking 3, I'm gonna be really sad. It doesn't have to be Luck of the Sea. It just has to be Lure 3 and Unbreaking for me to be not completely disappointed. I'm digging too far down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta say, this mod, the one that shows my inventory, is so super handy. Hello, Bread God. How have you been? Why are you mining stone? I'm branch mining. So this is basically one of the more efficient ways to find a bunch of ores, especially diamonds at this Y level. So, and because when I mine ores and stuff like that, I get EXP. But where are the branches? Like, if you look on the minimap, it's kind of like branches, and it also kind of looks like fish bones, right? It's like if this is like the main stem, and there's like branches going along the sides. That's why it's called branch mining. Like each of these are 20 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm trying to do right now is basically just get enough levels, get enough EXP to get to level 30 so I can start enchanting once again. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When it comes to branch mining, it's really easy to just get into a rhythm and just lose yourself. It's extremely relaxing, and it feels good whenever you come back up with like an inventory full of iron, diamonds, gold, redstone, lapis, that kind of stuff. So of the ores that give EXP, redstone, coal, emeralds are the ones that do. Basically the ones that don't drop in ore form. 2, 3, 4, 5. So iron technically doesn't give EXP, even though I can smelt it and get EXP later. That's not what I'm looking for right now. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because these branches, quote-unquote branches, are spaced 2 apart. Basically, for every block that I dig, I can see basically like 3 new blocks. So this is basically one of the ways to cover a lot of ground. Basically, two people see the most amount of blocks underground as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible. 3, 4, 5. There's many different ways to do it, but this is basically just the way that I've been doing it for the longest time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, some people make their branches only like 5 or 10 blocks long. Some people make their branches like 25 or 40 blocks long. It really depends on the player, honestly. If it comes down to it, where my branches are, where I'm digging so far back that it's too much of a pain to walk back normally, then I might revisit my previous branches and make them longer as well. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I also got these extra resource packs so that it's easier to see ores in case I'm about to miss them or something. It also makes finding diamonds a whole lot more dramatic because it looks so much cooler. So there's a bunch of like little mods that don't really affect gameplay, but are allowed on servers because it's not really cheating. It just changes the way that everything looks, kinda. It's quality of life fixes, I guess. Because sometimes when you're just looking around, it's really easy to miss various ores, especially if it's like coal ore in like a dark corner of a cave. It's very easy to accidentally just gloss over it by accident. But not when they're clearly marked with borders like this. So I'm getting quite a bit of EXP from mining this coal because simply because there's a lot of coal to be mined. I'm also just patching these holes up because cobblestone is very, very easy to get, and because I don't want monsters to spawn inside them. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I believe once I run into one more coal vein, that should be all the EXP that I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da-dun, dun, da-dun. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've also been considering changing up tomorrow's Minecraft stream into something different, though I'm not sure exactly what I should be playing. I could go back to playing Apex, though I'm not really feeling the ranked grind. I might just hop on pubs and just play a bunch of games, maybe have my party open. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I could do. There's also typing games that I kind of want to try out as well. So I can just flex my typing speed for a little bit. I'm not sure. Suddenly, this thing got 4 blocks wide. That's not what I want. Yep, like this. Ooh, I am hearing a zombie. If I can dig into the next cave, that would also be extremely handy. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought leveling to 30 would be a lot faster, I'll be honest. Oh, this should get me to level 30. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna resurface and I'm gonna see what kind of enchantments I can get on my fishing rod. Here's to hoping that it's something decent. I don't know how easily fishing rods are enchanted to begin with. I'm hoping their enchantability is high. Because I know tools like golden pickaxe, like golden tools and armors, even though they have really low durabilities, their enchantability is really high. So if you were to burn a level 30 enchantment on them, you're gonna get a lot of good enchantments. It's just that it's only gonna last you like a minute or two. So before I head back over to start enchanting, I'm gonna dump all my cobblestone and dirt and stuff like that. One thing that I noticed is I haven't found any granite yet. I'm wondering if it's because I'm in the wrong biome. Because usually there would be a pretty even split between andesite, diorite, and granite. But I haven't found any, so I'm a little bit confused as to where they all are. It's very possible that I'm just not seeing any because I'm in the wrong biome, but I don't know the specifics of it. Very, very confused. Oh right, I forgot to dump my ores. So now in terms of ores, I have 2.5 stacks of iron ore, a little bit of gold. I'm gonna craft these through. Steak is not an ore. Yeah, I have a pretty decent stack of iron. With this much iron, I should have no problems building a railway back to the base for transporting the villagers. Actually, the harder problem for that would probably be not the rails, but the powered rails. I think this is still more than enough gold for me to do that, though. Ugh. Okay, it's time to get enchanting. I do have lapis down in the chest below, so I'm not concerned with bringing that over. Okay, here is the moment of truth. It's just Unbreaking 3. I'm actually gonna cry. Wait, this helmet is still looking pretty juicy though. Respiration 3 is something I want. Okay, time to gamble with a couple more fishing rods. You sound awfully close, but where could you be? Under? Ah, under it is. Right, I should probably bring some lanterns down. I believe I have 9. Yep. Ugh, you do not need to be there, my friend. Oh, I'm so glad we have the confetti creeper mod thing, whatever it's called. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if this is enough. I'll still fill this out. Oh, I completely forgot that I left this place in the dark. That could have been really bad. Really, really bad. And so there should be 6 over here. Oh, I'm out of wood. Where did I put all my wood? Is a very good question. No, I used it all. Absolutely nowhere. Did I? Could have sworn I had a lot more wood over here. There's no way I was smart enough to organize myself and dump it somewhere else too. Oh, now I'm panicking. There's no way I was smart enough to dump it. To dump it in one of these chests. There's no way. Yeah, that's sand. Ah, crud. Okay, that means I have to get some more wood. Okay, my birch trees are actually done growing, I think, so it shouldn't take too long. Because my axe does have efficiency 4 on it. So I've been starting to replant a lot of these birch trees in this kind of formation because I found out that even if I were to grow the birch trees in like a giant like 5x5 formation, they would still grow up. Apparently these trees aren't impeded by leaves. I thought they were, but I guess not. It's possible that I'm confusing Minecraft's tree growing rules with Stardew Valley's, because I know in Stardew Valley if there's I hear you somewhere. Because in Stardew Valley, if there's any object or tile besides a fruit tree that you're a tree or a fruit tree that you're trying to plant, it will not grow. It's possible that I'm confusing the two mechanics up. But I thought in Minecraft, because of the number of leaves on top, I thought that it would be too dark for the trees to grow. Because I was under the belief that trees grow based on light levels. Like if it gets to a certain light level, then it has a chance to grow up. Not chance to grow up, but I mean technically yes, a chance to grow up, but basically move on to the next growth stage. But I guess it's a little bit different. It's possible that I'm just regurgitating like Minecraft boomer knowledge. There's a very high chance that tree growing mechanics have changed in the past as well. Oh, the server lag is really bad right now. Here's to hoping it fixes itself. I believe Akali also has plans to basically just unload all the chunks that weren't in use before, because apparently we were like the map has been preloaded to like a 10,000 block radius or something like that, so it was excessive. And because most of the players are basically within like the first 5,000 blocks of spawn, so if you were to unload those chunks, basically Dynamap would be under less stress, and so would the server overall, having to keep less chunks loaded. So if his theory is correct, I'm hoping that we're gonna get a much smoother playing experience. How many logs am I at? Right, I don't even need to open up my inventory to check anymore, so I'm at about almost at 4 stacks. Another benefit to growing trees like this is because if you were to just grow birch trees in basically like a 5x5 block, or in like an x by x by y giant block, although it will grow over time, there won't be enough leaves generated by the trees to be self-sustaining. So even though it's easier to work with trees that way, unless you have like a ton of extra saplings, yeah, it's not sustainable. I'm back. Welcome back. So yeah, Bread God, I was thinking about what I should be playing for tomorrow, because I feel like 5 Minecraft streams in a row is a bit too long and I can do a lot of the boring stuff off stream, right? So I was wondering what I should play tomorrow in the evening. And I was wondering if you have any suggestions, because I am always listening to suggestions. So I was thinking like possibly Apex Legends, or I might be able to play some typing games. I could even try out League of Legends. Well, it's not really trying out League of Legends because I've already spent way too much time playing that game, but I could play League of Legends. There's Valorant as well. I'm just open to suggestions, really. There's also a game, there's also Doom, the playthrough that I need to get over and finish. Because I'm pretty sure I left at a major plot point. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually ended my playthrough basically right before the climax. Because I heard that the original Doom 2016 game isn't too long. And yeah, so I'll have to see. So really not sure what to play tomorrow. Server lag is getting pretty bad. I wonder if Divinity died because of server lag. It sounds like they did. That's really unfortunate. So, what do you think? Apex, League of Legends, typing games? I'm all ears. Or if you have no particular game in mind, I don't mind if you just comment with no idea. There's so many games to play, so little time. The struggle is very much real. So once I'm done with these, I still can't believe that I burnt a level 30 enchantment on a fishing rod and it only got on breaking 3. I thought fishing rod enchantability was supposed to be a little bit higher. It's possible that I just got really lucky too. Because for my AFK fishing thing that I made, the only way for it to work properly is if you have Lure 3. Otherwise it doesn't work. The rich get richer. In order to use the Afk Fishing Farm, I need a high EXP highly enchanted fishing rod. And if I have a highly enchanted fishing rod, I'll fish up more highly enchanted fishing rods. The world is a cruel, cruel place. Although the saplings appear to be few on the ground, it's just because they're stacked up. Yeah, there we go. So by planting them in basically this one off grid, what is up with you? I'm getting roughly the same amount of saplings back as I planted, I think. Which is exactly what I need. Maybe I should spend a stream playing Aim Lab. Oops. Maybe that'll help me plant trees faster. Because even in Apex, my aim isn't really the greatest. I mostly got diamond off of placement points rather than just fragging out left and right. I mean, I wish I was better at Apex so that I could just frag out left and right, but I gotta keep my expectations realistic. Gotta taper those expectations a little bit. I kinda wanna try experimenting with a bunch of these things, because I wanna know what kind of cooking there is in this game. There's so many ingredients and herbs that I'm pretty sure that there's actually a fairly in-depth cooking system, it's just that I haven't gone to explore it just yet. Who knows, maybe it gives like buffs or something, buff foods. The possibilities are endless. Now, what's up with you? This tree is getting annoying. I believe it's an orange tree. And the way that orange trees generate logs too is also very annoying because it generates like that. Where there's an extra log in each of the cardinal directions. And now everything just falls apart. I thought these fruits are supposed to despawn as well. Okay. I did find out that these fruits are a little bit bugged at this moment. So that might be the reason why they didn't fall off the tree when the leaves decay. Yeah. 3, 4. Gotta pick up all these sticks. Oh, one of the trees started growing already. Nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So that's quite a lot of stuff. Gonna dump these saplings back. Yeah, that's actually way more wood than I thought there would be. Way more. So I should probably dedicate one of the floors to... I mean, that was one of my plans originally, to have one of the floors dedicated completely to logs of various types. Because even though we have like different fruit trees and stuff like that with this Slime Fun mod pack, none of them actually use their own unique type of wood, is what I found out. So control click. The leather armor is very useless. I don't need that. Leather itself is useful though, because I need it for frames. I'll hold on to the leather for now. Leather tunic, spruce logs. Can dump in there. Tunic needs to go. Adios. Whoops. Where everything go? Okay. Andesite. String. I also need to return my string. Where did my food go? Return the string. Dump the arrows. Yeah, my food is getting a little bit low. I think it's time to hit up the cows again. As for these seeds, I'm gonna return them to the chest that we have downstairs. There's no need for us to have a separate chest with a bunch of saplings and things that we don't plan on growing nearby. Ow, ow. So with one of the mods, if I just middle click a chest, it basically just reorganizes everything. Super handy, mind you. Like, back when I played a lot of Minecraft, I used to use this mod called Inventory Tweaks. And when I found out that it was discontinued one day, after a big Minecraft patch came out, I was so disappointed. Because that used to be one of the mods that I would play with religiously. It was so handy. This fishing rod of shame, where should I put it? I can't believe this fishing rod is like this. Who raised you this way, my man? Oh, I had all the logs over here. That's why. Oh, that explains a lot. In that case, I'll just leave that over there and I'll take everything else back down. So, yeah, because I wasn't sure of where I put all the logs, now I have a crazy amount of birch logs and I don't know what to do with all of it. Like, what do I do with all this? Oh, I guess for starters, I can also just finish up the basement. Oh, not like that. Like this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And I can start filling up these holes. Yep. And I believe this should be well lit enough. So long as the block light is 7, I believe it's fine above 7. So I'm pretty sure with this light level, there should be nothing generating. I believe the lowest light level is 8. I believe the skylight level is talking about the block. Yeah. The light level for block is the block that I'm standing on top of, which is the important one. And the brightness level of 8 is the sky, which is basically where my head level is, I believe. So long as the block level light is above 7. Oh, that's not above 7. It should be fine. Oh, I know why. It's because I don't have the stairs. I don't have the stair thing set up. I believe this should be enough stairs. So because that one's facing that way, it should be one. No, it should be. This one should be that way. How many blocks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this fourth block should be facing that way, the second block should be facing that way as well, and the bottom one should be facing this way. Yeah, that's right. So because that one's facing this way, like this, like this, like this, and then, whoops, not that way. Should be like this, like this, like this, and then it should be like this. What am I doing? Ugh, I'm getting stuck on these ladders. Like this, and like this, and the last one should be like this, like this, like this, and last but not least, like this, and I can light up the area over here, and now the basement should be free of monsters. It should be more than bright enough. Okay, so there shouldn't be any more creepers spawning in the basement, so that's very nice to know. Gonna dump this back. So this thing, Enchanted Book, Sharpness 2 is pretty useless. I'm wondering if Slime Fun Guide is disenchantable. No way, right? It is? Oh, okay, yeah, it won't let me, because I thought, I was like, wait, is this an exploit to get free books? I was like, no way. Okay, the game is a little bit smarter than that. That's good to know. Oh yeah, I did want to set up like an automatic, speaking of food, I did want to set up like an automatic, chicken harvester kind of thing. Where you stuff a bunch of chickens into a hole, and it's eggs that it drops, right? The eggs that it lays. Actually, wait, I should start crafting a clock. The eggs that it lays, yeah. With an automatic dispenser, it basically just shoots them out into a separate hole, and then when the eggs, basically, when the thrown eggs basically get lucky and spawn hatchlings, chicks. Once those chicks grow up, they basically get sliced with a lava blade, and then they drop cooked meat, feathers, and a bunch of goodies. Now the question is, if I were to put it, where would I put it? Since I have the AFK fishing thing over here, I might have the chicken killer thing over here. Maybe. And then I can dedicate the other cardinal directions to various farms and stuff like that. Like, if I could have the iron farm really close to here, if I could bring the villagers up here, that would be ideal, although I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to get the villagers up here. I mean, I could technically do it with the rails if I were to just build a railway up above and then just bring them all the way over here. It's very doable, not gonna lie. That might be the easiest way to do it, actually, rather than bringing them through the ground, through all the trees and all that, with all the rough terrain. If I were to sacrifice a couple hundred iron just to build enough rails to bring them over here, I think that'd be worth it. Because the golem killer, yeah, because the iron farmer is basically gonna make iron depreciate in value hard. Because right now the only reason why I value iron is because I can't get a lot of it easily, but with the iron farm that should be no problem. So if I were to have the iron farm over here, farming up iron while I'm AFK fishing and while the chickens are getting killed over here for feathers and meat. I think that would be a really good AFK setup. Because even though AFK fishing, its EXP rate is very low, its treasures are still valuable because you can still get pretty good books from it. Yeah, those are fairly invaluable because they're worth like 3 levels each every time you fish up a good book. I think that's pretty much what I need to work on. So the zombies are dying. The creeper's still staring at me. Oh. What, you want to go? Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to do next. I think it would be a pretty good idea to get started with bringing the villagers over. The question is, where should I start building the railway? That's probably the more important question. Let me just check on the Dynamap to make sure that I'm getting the coordinates right. Okay, so the village, well, it's not really a village, but the tiny hut that I found with 2 villagers is to the northeast. It's actually fairly far, but it's the closest village I can find, I think. Let me just do a quick scan to just double check. Yeah, I have a feeling it's the closest village. Oh, and the fact that it's at a diagonal from my base is a huge pain because that actually doubles the amount of rails that I need. So just as an approximation, I'm just going to do a bit of quick math. So what's the coordinates over here? 14, 15, 13, and 41, 30. So let me just get my notepad out. Okay, wait. Let me just make a new text source. Create a new source instead. Okay, I think I got it. Rock and roll 1. Okay, so, whoops. So current chords are roughly 1000 and negative 37. So roughly 1064 and negative 3750, just for rough math. The village is at approximately 1500 and 4120. 1500 and 4125. So what this means is, using Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So a squared, the delta is 500 squared, so it's 25,000, 250,000. So SQRT 250000 plus 3750. The difference between 3750 and 4125 is, it's 250 plus 125, so it's 375. I don't know what 375 squared is. 375 times 375. That's 140,625. 140,625. So that plus 250,000 is 390,625. SQRT. And that is 625. So the diagonal distance is roughly 625. Actually, wait, this is taxicab distance. So Pythagorean theorem doesn't really work. Yeah, so because this is taxicab distance, what I mean by taxicab distance is because there's no diagonals in Minecraft. Like, I can't place a diagonal... like, I can't place diagonal... whatchamacallit? Rails. Like, even though if you place rails, like, one going right up, right up, right up, like, if you alternate between the two, like, even though it looks like you're going in a diagonal, so that you don't get motion sickness, they kind of smooth it out. Even though it's like that, the truth of the matter is, you're technically using twice as many rails as you need. Because it's the same amount of rails as you would, if you were to rearrange the rails, even though it looks like you're going diagonally, you use the same amount of rails you would going in one direction and switching over to the other direction. Yeah, so this is taxicab distance. So the total amount of Pythagorean theorem does not work. Taxicab distance, so actual rails needed equals 500 plus 375, which is 875. So I need 875 rails. 875. I believe every time I craft rails using 6 iron, I get 16. So 875 divided by 16 is 54.68. So round up to round max 875 divided by 16 equals 55, which means 55 times 6 equals 330 iron needed. 330 iron needed to transport the villagers over to my place. That's a lot. That's a lot actually. Yeah, that's way more than I thought I would need. Because in my current state, I have, what is this, 36 plus 26, that's 62? 62 iron, so that's basically a stack. And I have 3 stacks of those, so that's approximately like 192. 192 iron, 224. So I'm about 2/3 there in terms of iron required. But what I could do is, once I could use up pretty much most of my iron and just get them to like a halfway point, and then I could break down the structure that I've placed beforehand and just recollect all the rails that I've placed down to basically finish off the rest of the travel, the rest of the journey. If I were to do that, then instead of using 330 pieces of iron, I could actually make do with like 165. Or possibly less if I were to basically just replant them as I'm going. But it honestly depends on how many pit stops I wanted to make. And it's actually slightly less than 330 rails as well, just because I do need to I need to fit in powered rails in between as well. Hoping this mathematical explanation doesn't bother anyone. But yeah, that is pretty much what I need. So what I could do is set up like a temporary pit stop where I could safely hide the villagers away once again until I recollect all my rails, and then I can hook them back up, and then I can bring them all the way over here. My question is, should I be working with potions first, such as instant potions of healing? Splash potions of healing. Because if they were to get clipped into a block or something, or if they were to get attacked by a stray skeleton, it would suck real bad if they were to die mid-travel. Let me just do another check to see if these two villagers are actually the only source of villagers I can get. Oh, that's such a bummer. Also, if I want to build a fancy railway like that, then I for sure need to find bamboo first. Like, there's just no way around it. I have to find bamboo. As for where I can find bamboo, that is a very, very good question, because I haven't found any yet. Or what I could do is I could honestly just... Oh, but is moving them through the nether worth it? That's another option. If I were to use the nether, I could technically cut the distance by 8, but I run the risk of them getting killed by hoglins and ghasts. I don't think that risk is worth it because I only have 2 villagers. Yeah, that risk isn't worth it. I think my best plan of attack is actually just bringing them via rail. Okay, you can calm down. I hope nobody minds me going to sleep. It should be fine. But are you serious? There's no village closer. No, that's not closer. No, that's not closer. I mean, there is a village over there. Oh, but there's also that's really close to a watchtower. That's bad. At least I'm fairly sure that's a pillager watchtower, not a man-made structure. Yeah, I think that's all I have to do. I think that's all I can do at this point. I need to make a bunch of rails, and I need to bring them home. Oh god. No, there is another way to significantly cut down the amount of iron that I need, and that is I can boat them over all the way here. Yeah, I can almost bring them over all the way over to where Arthur's house is, and then I can start railing them over. Yeah, that's okay. That is my new plan. Yeah, that is definitely gonna be a lot easier. Also, because I think I can use where are you? Slime balls. Alright, they're up in the tower. Yeah, because I can boat them over here, and another thing that I can do is I don't have to fuss over... Are you good? That's the first time I've ever seen a phantom get stuck like that. Yeah, I don't know why I was fussing over having to close the entire distance with all that iron. it's completely unnecessary. All I have to do is I just have to basically just bring them here. You know? That's it. Problem solved. I should probably just bring some of this cobblestone back, actually. Through here. I can boat them over. And then I can rail them over. That's so much easier. Why didn't I think of that from the start? Okay, so before I start boating them over, there's one little thing that I have to do, which is basically make sure that when they arrive, they can be put into a safe spot. Bonus points if they're actually sitting on rails. Minecarts. Actually, I don't have to fuss over that just yet. Though it would save a lot of headache down the line if I were to just have them sitting in minecarts. So I'll bring rails. Just like a handful of rails. And actually, I'll bring all this. Yeah. As for the rest, I can just dump for the time being. I don't need you. I don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need arrows. Zombie run flash I don't need. Iron I do need. Ladders. Fences I don't really need. Or I could just make them if I need. I'll just organize this inventory real quick. I have a feeling I should bring more wood. Yeah, more wood. I'll bring like 2 stacks of logs just in case. 2 extra stacks of logs. And then I think I'm going to end today's stream once I basically get them loaded up into minecarts. Loaded them onto minecarts and they're safe. Yep. So I just need this. I also need levers. So I do need cobblestone, just a little bit. I'll just bring this 1 stack. I do need a lever. And off we go. Off to the races. Yeah. I also need to verify if the path here with the if the path here is actually safe to begin with. That's an excessive amount of cows. I also need to double check if my next enchantment is Fortune 3. If it is, then I'll go slaughter all of them. Otherwise, they can wait. Kazumu's managing the cows too, I think. Yeah, so this is basically the area where I wanted to... Oh, that is not safe. I'm so glad I checked this area out before. That is the opposite of safe. So what I wanted to do is I basically wanted to have... I wanted to basically make a dock. So I can easily park. Oh, I should have brought redstone. So I can just bump the villagers up over here afterwards. Actually, I can just do this. And so villagers. Because I think if I do this, in order to just power one of these. Oh, it's not like that. Maybe this ain't it. Yeah, it's like that. One over there, another lever over here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so I wanted to keep the villagers over here, and then once it's time to move them, I'll have the minecart tracks leading out like this. And I'll have it go upwards. So all I have to do is I'll make another lever actually. So I can keep the villagers trapped over here. And when it comes to time to move them, I can flick this lever and then move the minecart this way and upwards. And after I move that guy to safety, I can then flick these two levers and then I can move the next guy over as well. How are you so broken? So yeah, that's basically the plan. I need to fix this one first though. Yep. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty solid plan, all things considered. This is kind of scuffed. Though I don't think there's anything that could possibly go wrong with this. Okay, so first of all, just because I don't want them to accidentally hurt themselves while getting parked over here, I'm gonna clear this area out a little bit. I'm gonna clear this area out a little bit. I'm gonna make sure that the ceiling is at least 3 blocks tall. Because otherwise, I know they're gonna die somehow. Through some magical force of nature. Of course, I have to keep this inside lit up. For the time being, I'll close this off until I absolutely need to move them. Until I trigger the lever, yeah, it's impossible to hurt yourself this way anyways. Actually, just to be double sure, I'll keep this thing empty. Just in case a baby zombie tries to come and ruin my plans. So something like this. This is a little bit low for my comfort. The lengths I'm going to rescue these stupid villagers. want to make sure that I don't accidentally drive my boat into these walls as well. So I'm gonna make sure that I can't. Yeah. Should be fine. Also have to keep this area lit up. And then after I bring in a villager, I'm gonna basically just close this entire section off. Okay, so what do I need? Do I need a door or do I just need trapdoors? I think I just need a trapdoor actually. Yep. And I'll manually just close these off every single time. Yeah, okay, so the game plan is I bring one guy in, I load him up into a minecart. The moment my boat passes through over here, I block it up, I load him into a minecart, and then I block off the this section over here. I'll block off this entire area. I'll block off this entire area with myself in it, and then I'll climb up, get out. I'll open up this hole again. I'll go back out. I'll bring the second villager in, and then I'll close off this area, and then I'll basically have the two villagers located much closer to home than over at that village. Okay, yeah. I have a feeling I'm kind of overthinking this, but because for one thing, we can't easily convert zombie villagers over into regular ones because the server's actually difficulty on normal. So if we were to do the typical purification process where we try to revert the zombie villagers back into normal ones, it's not guaranteed. So I have to be careful to not waste my opportunities because there's only 2 villagers that I'm aware of that are this close. Oh, another thing that I have to do is I have to clear this path. This project is starting to become a much bigger headache than I thought it would be, but I'm hoping it becomes worth it. Please be worth it. Because I know Slime Fun has its own mob generators, though I don't know how to work with them. Okay, I think this is a wide enough path for me to take my boat. Yeah, it's definitely wide enough. Let me just zoom out on my map a little bit. Yeah. So the village where I basically kept the 2 villagers is basically to the northeast. And it's almost directly to the northeast actually, so it's a really easy spot to remember. In the worst case where I forget where it is, I can just... Oh yeah, see over there? That's basically where the villagers are. Yeah, in the worst case, you basically just have to go east and just follow the shoreline and then you'll eventually get to the village. I say village, but it's actually just a house with 2 villagers in it. What is that structure? Wait, is that a ship? Oh no, it's just coral that's grown really tall. In hindsight, I probably should have waited for it to be daytime. Thank you for the raid. Let me hide this real quick. Is that a drowned I hear? Please stay away from me. Yeah, I definitely should have waited. Hello, Divdivy. I am currently trying to find a safe way for me to get my villagers back. Because what I did in the previous episode is I basically just encapsulated a couple of villagers in like these little stone huts. Now is actually not a good time to do it though. Is anyone near a bed by any chance? Oh, thank you, Divinity. You're a lifesaver. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to wait for these guys to burn up, and then I'm gonna go whacking at the creepers and stuff like that, and then I'll move the boat a little bit closer. And hopefully I'll be able to get my iron farm started. Or at least part of it. You, get out of the water. No swimming allowed. Oh, that's a mini drown. Wait, I think it's the first time I've seen one. Okay, so there's those guys are dead. This creeper needs to die as well. Okay. I'm pretty sure I heard him. So I know this guy's alive. I just have to make sure this guy's alive too. Yep, I heard him too. Okay, so it's good to know that they're both safe. Really, really good. Okay, so I have a leash. I don't know if I can leash villagers though. Well, either way. I don't remember being able to leash villagers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a one-way path towards the boat so that they can't take any other path, and I'm gonna start blocking off their roads. That's another skeleton. Out. Out. So basically all I have to do is just make a one-way path straight to the boat and give them no other options but to basically take it. You are growling. You're gurgling really loudly, my friend. You need to watch your manners. Okay, and I just have to place the boat down. I am live, Akali. Alright, off you go. And we're off. Okay, so that's hopefully one villager safe. I want to do this while it's still daytime, even though I could technically just go to sleep because I'm gonna be near my base. Yeah, this is so nerve-wracking, honestly. Because the nearest village that's not here is... It's very far away. So I just have to make sure that I give these guys a comfy little room, lots of food, and hope their babies grow up healthy. Just keeping an eye out for creepers. Don't see any. Okay, so first villager. What? What? Oh. Server lag's freaking me out. I thought the villager like glitched out of existence or something. I was this close to just losing it. Okay, so that's the first villager almost out of the way. Give me more wood, please. No time for this. Alright, get in the cart. Get in the cart, Joseph. Get in the cart. Let me give you a little bit of a push. There we go. Okay, so one villager out of the way. Done. 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 Next one. So that's one villager safe, and just need to get the second one. And then I have to... And then I'll have to do some research off stream to make sure, to verify how villager breeding works. And then once I set up a villager breeder, I can start sending them over into the top of the tower. Ooh, dolphin. In the top of the tower, and then from then I can research how to basically make an iron farm. I should probably multitasking actually. If I set up the villager breeder, I should be sending all the useful NPCs, all the useful villagers over into a trading station, and all the useless ones into the villager breeder. I mean, into the iron farm. Yeah, I think that's probably the better course of action. So in order to do that, I'm gonna make sure I have a toggle that can let me choose where to send them. As for bringing the second guy over, ooh, I'll take some sunflowers actually. I'll lead him towards here with water. I think that might be easier. Because I know these villagers aren't really masters of parkour or anything, so if I were to just set up like a water stream that's pointing down here, it should be fine. Should be more than enough. Just need to double check that there's no places where the villager can get stuck. Like here, for example. Oh, this is a little bit narrow, but it's only transporting one villager. I think it should be fine. Like so. Would it have been easier to just lure him here? Is there a way out? Oh, there is a way out all the way around. Well, that was a waste of wood and effort. Whatever, this will be well worth it. I'm too lazy to get my boat back. I'm gonna make another one. Okay. Come here, my guy. No, no, no. I'm bad. I completely forgot about that. Here's what you gotta do. I'm gonna send you into the water and I'm gonna pick you up manually. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. What do you mean you don't want to get in the boat, you sassy little boy? Nope. Ugh. That's right, you're not going anywhere. You're gonna get in this boat whether you like it or not. You're definitely not leaving through here. Get in the boat, my guy. Thank you. You sound disgruntled. Well, you have no choice. I will take you to greener pastures. Don't worry. You'll be pensioned. Paid overtime, of course. Don't forget the annual bonus. You will be paid handsomely once we are done. But only once we are done. If you fail to make it there alive, your children shall not see the light of day. Oh, and it's turning night. I need to hurry this up. I mean, actually, at this point, because the only problem is the return trip, even if it's nighttime, it should still be safe. Yeah, this is still more than safe enough. I kind of want to go back and get rid of all the planks that I dropped down as well, because I actually really do... You're gonna play Group Iron Man RuneScape? True. It's that time, isn't it? When does it start? It's supposed to start in like April, right? It depends. I don't know. Wait, the release hasn't been confirmed? Oh, in that case, maybe? Mid-late 2021. Sign me... I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking real hard about it. How much of a time commitment would it be is another one of my questions. Because I don't know if I'll have time to play it a lot, though I'll have time to play it a little bit. Ooh, don't hurt my villager. Was poked to death by a berry bush? I think that's like the second time I've seen that. Get in the minecart, Joseph. Dolphin, no, why are you here? Live, be free, my child. Get in the damn minecart, why are you so sassy? Who raised you this way? Get in the minecart. Get in. Thank you. Finally, jeez. That took way too long. Now there's 2 villagers secured. I'm gonna make my way back, and I might call it a day. It's with a group of people, so I don't think it'll be as bad. Yeah, that's really true. I mean, RuneScape is RuneScape, right? I'm down to try it. How many more people do we have in our group? Four if you play. What's the maximum group limit? That we don't know yet? Okay. Because there's not a lot of information on it, I'm gonna be a tentative yes. And we'll see when we actually get more details. But I think it's gonna be 3 to 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Sign me up for a tentative yes, but if it's groups of 3 to 5, then I'd say we should try to go for 5 in case I'm not able to play for too much. If you get what if you get what I'm saying. But if it's, yeah, honestly, Group Iron Man sounds so troll. It really does. Because when it comes to Group Iron Man, the main restriction is you're basically not able to do any banking, but you can trade between your own allies, right? Yeah? Okay, yeah. A janky comparison might be like Reboot Maple Story, except you can trade with your teammates. Like, Group Iron Man sounds fun. I don't know how long we'll be playing it, but I'm definitely down to try it at least for a little while. At least like 2 weeks. Yeah, so sign me up for Group Iron Man then. But because I'll be starting, because I've barely played RuneScape to begin with, yeah, I'm gonna have to be spoon-fed most of the information, but beyond that, yeah, I'm definitely down to play it. And as for you guys, I'm gonna have to practice streaming with you guys so that you guys don't say my name by accident or something, so that I don't get doxxed. Honestly, Iron Man is gonna be a whole new experience for a lot of us. That is true. Also, for this Iron Man experience, it's time limited too, right? Is there like an end goal that we have to reach? For us to get like prizes to use in the main world or something? I don't know what the reward system is. Or is it just for funsies and maybe just to try out a new experimental game mode? I guess the high scores. That's fair, I guess. I mean, that is basically the essence of RuneScape anyways, I guess. It's not like getting skill capes is gonna give you an actual cape in real life or anything like that. Yeah, sign me up. It'll be fun. It'll definitely be fun, I think. We're definitely gonna have our moments where we're definitely gonna have clippable moments. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So sticks. I can dump this log. I'll keep some of the redstone stuff in here, even though my inventory is a mess. Blue orchid, wheat seeds, poppies, slime fungi, sunflower, and yeah, I think honestly that was enough stress for the day trying to get the villagers over. I'm glad that I did. So off stream I'll be doing some research on basically the basics of how to get a village breeder started, along with potentially getting an iron farm setup getting started, because I know for the iron farm itself I can set up the basic structure and then move the villagers into it after the fact. So my goals right now are to basically set up a villager trader and have a place where I can possibly a tower. Actually, maybe I should do that. If I were to make another tower like over here, like a big one, and have all the villagers being sent to the top, or have a villager trader, a villager breeder at the very top, I can sort the villagers out by having the useful ones be sent to the lower floors to be stored away for trading, and for the useless ones to be sent over here for iron farm. I think that's probably the most logical way to use the 2 villagers that I have. I'm not sure if I need potatoes or carrots to do villager breeding though. I'm not sure if I can do it with wheat or bread. I'll have to double check that. But anyways, yeah, I think that was more than what I intended to do today. Because my primary objective for today was honestly just this AFK fishing spot. And then I got completely bamboozled because I didn't realize that I actually needed a Lure 3 fishing rod. So this thing it's functional, but there's no proper way for any of us to use it yet. So that's going to be sitting there for a while. So the next stream, I'm probably going to be working on the automatic chicken cooker thing, because I'm pretty sure that thing is a very low effort machine. I can probably set up in like 10 to 15 minutes. And I'll try to figure out how to get the basics of villager breeding started. Or I might start to build a tower over here. A big chunky tower. It's going to be hollow on the inside, but it should have enough room to basically get everything started. And so with that, I'll be signing off for tonight. We actually made quite a lot of progress. So thank you all for dropping by, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.